Dave Grohl knows my name too. This is crazy. I'm going to tell you this whole story.
All right, hold on, let me get comfortable.
This is going to be a really long. So this is how I'm not cool. First of all,
you are cool.
No, but I'm like a music geek. I'm still a music nerd.
Yeah, but
so
all of us are music nerds.
Yeah. So listen, Dave Grohl is it's the Dime Bash, right? So it's the annual Dime Bash in Anaheim, California. Jose Mangan is hosting. Rita, Dimebag's old lady, she throws this thing every year. They asked me to sing 2 songs. So you
said yes.
Yeah, I said yes. So it was like me, Corey Taylor. There was like half of Anthrax. I mean, it was crazy. There were guys from Testament. It was just it was insane. So it was like super cool, great vibes backstage, big party in the back for the VIPs. Everyone was in town for NAMM.
Which is this huge music convention that takes over
North
LA
American Music Merchants or something like that.
Whatever it is.
And it's cool. And then I'm endorsed by JBL, so Bad Wolves went and did an acoustic performance at the JBL Harmon booth, which was cool too. But anyway, so Dave Grohl was just barbecuing.
He does that.
Yeah, he showed up. He made food. He had smoked out ribs for 24 hours.
He has a giant grill that he tows around.
Oh, it's it goes to a hitch on his car. Yeah, it's crazy. And delicious ribs, by the way. So everyone's hanging, and he's just there, and people are freaked out. Even the VIPs are like, it's Dave Grohl. And
He's
we're all
gotten to that level.
Yeah,
everybody knows who Dave Grohl is.
Nirvana and Foo Fighters. Okay, I mean, listen. It's an intergenerational rock starism, okay? And I'm just going to get to it. And I'm talking to my friend Liz, and she's like, he's just standing right there, oh, my God, his hair is so beautiful. And I'm like, I know. I can't believe it. He's right there. And he's like, hey, Tommy. And I literally paused. I was like...
Is there another Tommy anywhere?
And there's all these people waiting to get food. They've been waiting online for an hour because the food's not ready. And I was like, me? And he's like, yeah, Tommy Vext, right? I was like, uh-huh. And he's like, are you hungry? I was like, I'm really hungry. And he's like,
I have push-ups to do in the back of my truck, dude. Of course I'm hungry.
He's like, hold on. And he goes and he gets me some ribs. And people are like, oh, he's like, oh, he's got low blood sugar. He's got to eat. And he lied to them for me. And he gives me the ribs. And he's like, oh yeah, Battle's cool, man. I'm like, dude, you're the coolest person in the world. And he's like, oh no. I was like, no, listen, you're the Bill Murray of rock and roll.
I never heard that.
Because that's description. What Bill Murray just shows up places and he'll just bartend. He'll just show up somewhere. He goes to people's weddings. He just shows up.
Who's going to tell him to get out?
Yeah, and he takes pictures with people and then he leaves. And he just is cool. Or he'll go and pay for someone's dinner or take a bite of their food and be like, no one will believe you. There's a whole documentary about Bill Murray doing weird things like this and keeping it real. And I was like, that's what you are. I was like, you're the Bill Murray of rock and roll. And Dave Grohl said, that is the nicest thing that anyone has ever said to me.
See, now I told him he was the biggest whore in rock and roll.
But then I said this. I was like, did we just become best friends? And then he said, yes.
So you're Dave Grohl's best friend?
We're best friends. Me and Dave.
You heard it.
Yeah. I haven't talked to him since that very moment. However...
Yeah, but best friends, you don't have to talk to him.
You don't have to talk all the time.
You could see him
just
5
once
years
in
from now,
and be like, Dave, what's up?
We
And
talked yesterday.
Yeah. So that's my Dave Grohl story. And then Chris and John have a barbecue company called Doghouse Barbecue. It's on Instagram, and they do competitions. Chris and John from Bad Wolves. So Chris watched the whole thing go down, and I walked up to him. I was like, do you want a rib? And he's like, hell yeah, I want a rib. He's like, what just happened? He's
I just became best friends with Dave Grohl.
I'm best friends with Dave Grohl. We're going to do karate in the basement. It's going to be crazy. So, yeah, that's the Dave Grohl story.